yourself and give a little background on what brings you here, what you're doing professionally or otherwise, and then we'll let the audience ask questions.
First, I'd like to thank Congressman Tsongas. I mean, this is a hard topic to champion. It's not a popular one. It's not an easy one. So I just want to say thank you for bringing us together tonight. My name is Stacey Malone. I'm the Executive Director of the Victim Rights Law Center, and we are the first nonprofit law center in the country that actually provides legal services to victims and sexual assault throughout Massachusetts. And we focus on all the civil areas of employment, housing, education, all of high school and college cases. And it's been my honor to learn so much from the Congresswoman about what's happening in the military, because the perpetrators that are committing this crime in the military are also members of our society. So when they are not in the military, they are living in our neighborhoods, they are attending our colleges, they're within our own families, and I think it's not a private issue, it's a public issue, and it's something that's often swept under the rug. The military actually serves, shockingly, as a model for some of the sexual violence work, because the military can be an institution where effective change can happen quickly. So it's kind of remarkable to have someone like the Congresswoman who is so passionate about this issue, and it makes me so hopeful that the military can solve this issue, because the criminal justice system in the United States has not. So if the military can fix it, it will be a great model for our criminal justice system then to fix it. I think the only other points I want to just kind of mention that you saw in the movie, and this was my first time seeing the movie, and I was extremely eager to come out here and see it tonight, is that you can see that sexual violence can break lives. And it's not just the individual victim, it is the family around them, it's the community around them, and it has a very long reach, and it's a problem for everyone. And you know, as one of the gentlemen in the movie stated, these perpetrators, we call them serial rapists. It's who they are. He mentioned an average of 300 victims. The research that I know here in Massachusetts is an average of 4 to 6 victims. I see it in our cases all the time where we have college students where there are 4, 5, 6 victims for one rapist. It's certainly time that we stop blaming the victim and start holding the perpetrators accountable. So I'm grateful for you to all be here to talk about this, and I know that we're lucky to have a Congresswoman that takes it so seriously. So thank you very much.
My name is Judy Atwood-Bell. I joined the Army in 1979. It's beginning to feel like it was a while ago. I served for 20 years. I did 10 years active, 10 years in reserve. I joined when I was 17. I wanted to get out of where I was and make a better life for myself, and I was raped. It wrecked my life. It took me a long time to realize, and just this year I've started speaking out, and basically it is when I speak out that the chains of shame are broken. So that's why we're here.
My name is Jennifer Norris. I'm with the Military Rape Crisis Center currently. I spent 15 years in the military. Unfortunately, I too was raped and assaulted multiple times by different perpetrators. And I did try to press charges, and I did try and get help, and unfortunately in the end, getting that help was used against me, and I was forced out of the military for post-traumatic stress disorder due to military sexual trauma. So my career was ended earlier than I wanted it to be. I was definitely going to be a lifer. I was absolutely in love with what I did, despite the difficulties that I experienced in the beginning. As a result of what happened and I actually got some really good care from the VA when they started opening up the doors to active duty in 2005, and I took advantage of that because it was new and the military really didn't have any services to offer. So before the VA had services to offer, we were forced to pay for things on our own if the military didn't have anything to offer. So I couldn't get the help that I needed as quickly as I needed it because it cost too much. And I didn't have health insurance when I wasn't on active duty. And I think this is important for folks to understand, that this is another big piece of it, is that, you know, they're looking at it like it's a weakness to get help, when in fact it's a strength. You're a way better person for reaching out and asking for the help, knowing that something's wrong. And I worked really hard at that. So I was devastated by the loss of my career, and I wasn't ready to give up helping my fellow military soldiers. So I decided to volunteer for the Military Rape Crisis Center, and I'm National Victim Advocate now. And if you don't trust the military or you don't trust the VA, there's an alternate person that you can turn to that understands how the system works, that can help you work through it. And because of the Defense Strong Act, thank you so much, we have something to stand on now when we have to confront dealing with issues within the military, because we currently work with active duty, we do work with people that have just been discharged, and we do work with veterans. And things are still happening, and as the numbers show, there's a lot of pain that's happening right now. So I will dedicate the rest of my life to this issue, not only because I went through it and I understand with the deepest of empathy how painful it is and how shameful it is, but I want to be there, and I want to serve my country and help my fellow soldiers that are going through this.